This is Anne Butler, the Book Griffin. Welcome to the podcast. In this episode, I would like to talk about a type of romance writing that I was very late coming to, and it is the slow burn. My habits when I read a romance novel tended to be where the couple would meet, there'd be a spark, the reader would know there's a spark, and we are just waiting for the moment of that first physical connection, whether it's a kiss or a hug or them falling into bed together. Generally speaking, those moments occur within the first 50 pages or so, depending on the page count of the book. With slow burns, they tend to have more pages than the, shall we say, insta-lust stories. Chances are, if you are in the middle of a quick read, which turns out to be a slow burn, the payoff, shall we say, comes in the last chapter. And I tend to find those really unsatisfying, generally speaking. That really only works for me if the romance is secondary to the actual story. In the longer stories, the author takes time to develop the characters, the things which drive them, their little idiosyncrasies, their backstory, the secondary characters which impact the way they behave. In a slow burn romance, all those secondary characters tend to be less cartoonish and they tend to be more well-rounded as characters, even though they are secondary characters. And maybe that's why I like slow burns so much. As I'm saying this, that has just popped into my mind. So maybe that's what it is. And I may explore that a little more in my own head at some point, maybe when I'm sitting on a bus. Anyway, I digress. There are a number of slow burns that I really enjoyed. The one I'm going to home in on in this episode is a popular story. It's had lots and lots of reviews on Goodreads and Amazon. It's a story by Mariana Zapata, the queen of the slow burn, I think. And the story is called Luna and the Lie. This story had lots of DNFs on Goodreads. When I finally came to read it, I loved it. From the first couple of pages, the character Luna and Ripley, they caught me. Their relationship, they were very spiky towards each other. They really didn't get on. But in the work environment, so they work together as mechanics. And with Luna being the girl, there was some crap that she had to deal with. And Ripley wasn't part of that. In fact, once or twice he came to her defense. But just setting the scene of the kind of environment that they were working in. The story focused a lot on the work environment, and Luna's mysterious backstory was hinted at. And when we get into this, and as her relationship with Rip develops into a friendship, that was for me when the story really came to life. And I really, really loved this story. I don't understand why a lot of people didn't like it, but I really loved it. And that's why I would recommend Luna and the Lie by Mariana Zapata, which was published in 2018. Thanks for listening. This has been Anne Butler, the Book Griffin. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe to receive notification of new episodes.